The 13 mini in 2025, believe it or not, is still relevant. This is such a great device, and I just thought that I'd revisit it simply because I've been talking about it so much since I got the iPhone 16e, which I think is a great upgrade from anyone that is on the 13 mini. But if you're looking for a cheap used phone, just looking online and seeing the prices of these, first of all, the most important thing to anybody these days in a phone is not how good is the call quality, but it's more about the cameras, right? And if you're somebody that likes a good camera, then this camera packs a mighty punch. Don't go based on this phone's size. Apple is actually switching to pretty soon like different release dates for like the Pro models and the standard models. And when I saw that headline, I was like, where was that when the 13 mini was here? Because if this device had a standalone release, it would have been so successful and it wouldn't have been overshadowed by all the other models in the iPhone 13 lineup. You can get these for around like $350, and that is really good for a smartphone that is going to be receiving upgrades for a long time to come. This has the Pro camera from the 12 Pro Max, so you have the sensor shift stabilization, which is just awesome in this form factor. As much as I love my 16e, every time I do pick up the 13 mini, it's totally undeniable that this is just such a light and compact phone. That is the best thing about this. Am I going to go back to it? No, because the battery life on my 13 mini now has degraded so much that I really can't use it. And in order to replace the battery, I also have a cracked back. So I would have to spend a bunch of money just to get this up and running. And I just didn't find that uh, something I wanted to do. So instead, this is the one that I've gone for now. But if you're looking for a cheap smartphone that is going to melt away in your pocket, this still has such great performance. Like I was just like using it before I was about to record this video, and I was like, man, what a wonderful smartphone. This is going to go down for me as one of the best phones that Apple has made. And I still think at some point Apple needs to come back and revisit the mini. Matter of fact, the other day when I saw a rumor that there might be like a mini version of the 16e lineup, it got me really excited. And I was like, that would be really cool because this has an ultra wide camera, but one thing that I would happily do is take away the ultra wide and then you give more space, right? So you can put in a bigger battery into the phone, which I think would be really awesome, which is exactly why I say that the 16e is a great upgrade for anyone that's on the 13 mini, simply because the battery life issue that has been solved with this phone is just it's a real relief. Otherwise, like, of course, you can add a battery pack to the 13 mini and have it survive the whole day for you. But do you want to always do that? Probably not. Another huge benefit I had from just using this phone for 3 years is the reduction of screen time. You see all these dumb phones that are popping up, right? They're basically stripping away a smartphone of features and like, okay, here you go, try to function in 2025 with a dumb phone. It's just not possible. Instead, what we need to focus on is our relationship with these devices, right? And that's exactly what I did. I personally had this problem. I had an iPhone XR, switched to the iPhone SE, and ever since then, just slowly worked on my screen time and brought it down. And the evidence still lives, even though I have a 16e. This is my screen time right now. So look right here, hour and 24, okay? Now look at my first pickup of my phone, 4:30 in the morning. And look up here in the corner, it's noon. So it's been an 8-hour day, and I've only been on my phone for an hour and 24 minutes. And this wasn't because of the iPhone 16e. This was because of the 13 mini. When you have a smaller device, you're going to want to watch less content on the move. It's like a behavioral change that just kind of naturally happens. So if you're somebody that is struggling with just constantly being on your phone, going for something like this will help you kind of combat that and change your behaviors a little bit. But at the same time, it's not going to strip you away from having a full on smartphone that actually has a good camera instead of the crappy cameras that all these dumb phones are coming with. But they still want to charge you $800. That makes no sense to me whatsoever. So if you're looking for a good, cheap smartphone that'll continue getting updates for a long time to come, will be a reliable phone for a long time to come, has a great camera, has a very light and compact form factor that you can easily operate with one hand, and maybe help you reduce your screen time and smartphone addiction, sort of, then the 13 mini is a wonderful device. Even though I've migrated to the iPhone 16e, this hands down will remain one of my favorite phones. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up, as it'll really help me out. Comment down below with anything that you'd like to say, and I'll talk to you there. And most importantly, take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next video.